Yep. So hi, I'm
Uh,
Shane. I'm a writer.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi, Shane.
I'm a writer from Bandwagon Asia. I'm here 65.
Mhm,
Bandwagon is a Singapore-based
mhm,
music website that aims to champion and spotlight music in the region. While here 65 covers
mhm,
Singapore's music scene, everything from news to interviews. So firstly, to
mhm,
kick things off, Mustafa and Mami have been such successful hits. So do you have high
mhm.
expectations for Spice Boy? We've also just seen you recently featured on the news in India. So what does that mean for yourself?
Yeah. Um, well, for me, we've been moving consistently with the team, It's just at every step of the way. Um, I'm very fortunate to be in a place where I work with my friends, and it's a wonderful support system that I'm a part of. So with every release, with every project, we move with faith. We learn from the previous releases and how they did, and what kind of a marketing, like how can we tweak the release plans, and this and that. So it's very much like we learn as we go type of vibe. And because I have my team with me, the whole process is enjoyable and doesn't really feel like work. So nowadays, we are, as we get better and better and gain momentum at the groove of putting out songs, work like sharing whatever projects we're working on with the world and this and that, we gain momentum and the synergy becomes tighter and greater, right? So these days we move with faith, and we don't have much expectations. We don't try to put ourselves in a space where we are looking to hit this number or that number. We don't do that. We are just hoping for the best possible outcome. But even if it doesn't get the best possible outcome, we are also geared to understand why it didn't do well, and then rectify the plans, or rectify the mistakes in the next song. Because we are consistently working. You see, it's not like it doesn't stop here. There's a bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
So Spice Boy or Mustafa or Mami, all the songs that you mentioned on the micro. They are small parts of the big picture, I feel. So
Yeah,
yes.
got it. Okay, so
Mhm.
let's talk about the music video for Spice Boy because there's so much going on. One moment you
Mhm.
have a belly, you're serving popcorn, and then the
Yeah.
next you're a sumo wrestler. So how did
Yeah.
all of that come about?
First of all, shout out to Jasper Tan from Bad Vibes. He's my one of my closest friends in the industry, and also one of my closest collaborators. Been one of my closest collaborators since Mustafa days. It really helps when you're friends with the people that you work with, because the process becomes something that is authentic, and you don't have to force or try very hard. It's very like seamless. And that's something that I've been able to enjoy, not just with Jasper, but with Flight School, with Faris or Sharia, Rhythm. So Jasper is one of those creative geniuses that I consider him a creative genius, because he comes up with all these original ideas. You cannot really tell where his inspiration came from, you know. So he's so dope. It's so dope that I get to work with him. Is the fifth project that I worked with him on, and just like I mentioned previously, like the synergy grows, right, when you work with your team members, with your guys. You get better at the working relationship. You get better at working together as a team. So shout out to Jasper for always coming through with original, unthinkable ideas that makes me and the entire team go like, why did he just did he just say that I'm going to be in a sumo suit and fight a friend of mine, Isaac? Like, did he just say that all my friends will be in a video eating spices? Like, it makes me, it puts us in a place where we don't feel comfortable with the idea as soon as we hear it. And that is fantastic, because that's how you know that you're trying some things that your mind is not accepting straight away, which is great, because every time you get to do something that you don't understand immediately, that goes to show that it may be an original idea. It may be something that you have to watch like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times to get the hang of, and there's a level of creativity that Jasper deploys, which is so entertaining and it's so fun and it's so like crazy, and nobody else strives for such visuals, especially in the hip hop scene, the hip hop game. So it's a nice mix, like the craziness of Jasper's visuals the quirkiness of Flight School's productions for my songs, and me just being me, it fits really well. So I mean, in this video specifically, I'm a janitor who works at a cinema, who's clearly a janitor that is wearing AirPods, AirPods Max, and this is quite stylish, wearing a $2 watch and all that. But this janitor falls asleep, has a whole dream sequence where he becomes Spice Boy and is fighting his boss, who is like a gangster who deals with spices, and I fight 3 weird henchmen who are my friends, like in real life, and I fight them with silly games like arm wrestling and hopscotch. And the finale fight sequence is me fighting my boss, which is the sumo scene. Then I wake up and I get caught slipping on job, like during my shift. I get caught by my boss sleeping in the cinema. That's the whole video.
Yeah, it's an entertaining video. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's really good. I loved it.
Thank you.
All right, Jimmy Fallon. How much
Yes.
did being featured on Fallon mean to you, both for yourself and for local music? We see
Oh.
some comments of people
Mm.
saying, he's dissing it, but we
Mhm.
all know it's banter. What is something
Yeah.
you like to say to those people?
I mean, this really does boil down to how you see it. You cannot really try to, like, there's no point trying to convince people that look at it as half glass empty. No, what's the point? Like, if that's how you view things, that's how you view things. For me, I think I've been blessed with a pretty positive disposition in life. So that kind of helps with looking at things in a good way, you know what I mean? In a good light. This whole thing was one of the most unexpected things, most random events that has ever happened in my life, and nobody saw it coming. And on top of that, he introduced me as a Singaporean rapper, which I feel that he hit it on the nail. He could have, if he had said Southeast Asian artist, Tamil artist, uh, Asian artist, like all of these would have still been true, but it wouldn't have been so, like, it wouldn't have hit home as much. But he said Singaporean rapper, which is so wild because I I don't know if everybody from America know where Singapore is. Like there's this stigma, right, where people mistake Singapore being somewhere else as part of the world. They don't even know if Singapore is part of Southeast Asia. And the fact that we got recognized on one of the biggest TV shows on planet Earth and was introduced as Singaporean artist, it was just not just a win for my team and I. I think it's a win for everybody that's in this region. It's like, they can't even, if the negative, the people that look at it on a glass half empty perspective, right? What I would like to ask them is, how do you think they would even banter about you if they didn't know you existed? You know what I mean? Jimmy Fallon knows that we exist and we're here, we're doing music, and that is beyond our wildest dreams. Like, would we have ever thought that it would reach that far? So, I mean, this entire experience was a testament that artists from this part of the world, we can make waves up, and we must have faith. Anything could happen anytime. And it could be the most random things, but still, it travels, man. It's traveling. It's working out. We're getting recognized, which is amazing. That's what we need for the scene to elevate. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Okay, so your South Asian roots mean a lot to you. Is there a particular South Asian artist you're inspired by or you want to work with in the future?
Yep. Sid Sriram. Sid Sriram is one of my guys, man. Like, he's so talented. Like, you should check his music out. Um, he's one of my brothers, and I'm working on some things with him that I can't wait to share more details when the time is right. But yeah, Sid Sriram.
Looking forward to that. Okay,
Thank
you've
you.
teased a new clothing brand coming out. Tell us about it.
Yeah,
What can we expect?
this is
You're
Peace
wearing
Oeuvre.
it.
Yeah, this Peace Oeuvre, my new brand that is launching next week, Friday. This week, Friday, 6 p.m. Um, it's a brand that has struck a chord ever since we thought of it. It's Oeuvre means art. It's like a collection of art, like a body of work, and it's peace body of work that is built off peace, right? And the logo is such a universal symbol where I always wish, it's like me trying to tell you that I wish there's peace in your heart forever. You know, there's peace in the heart, and there's a symbol, and it speaks deeply to me. And I've been working on it for a couple of months with my team, and it's finally launching. I'm so excited for it. It has all around good energy, good vibes, very high quality clothing. It ships worldwide. It's the whole shebang. Like you can purchase it on the website. We're starting off with three t-shirts and a hoodie. So it's my first ever, I guess, proper business, proper not experiment, but proper project in the game of like streetwear and like fashion. And it's been a very exciting journey thus far, and I'm excited to see where we can take it to.
Great. Okay,
Yeah.
so lastly, it would be great if you
Mhm.
could give a shout out to Bandwagon as well as Year 65.
Okay. What's up, fam? It's your boy, Young Raja. Just wanted to take this time to give a quick shout out to Bandwagon and Gear 65 for always showing love and supporting my team and I with all the releases, and just showing love all around. So sending you guys mine, and till we meet again in real life when everything clears up. Take care, stay safe. Sending you all love always. Peace.
Thank you so
That's
much.
nice.
Okay, I think that wraps up the interview. Yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
bro.
much for your time, Young Raja.
Thank you so much,
Congrats on
man. Appreciate it.
everything. Yeah, congrats on
Thank you.
everything. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you. Bye bye.
bye.
Take care.
Take care.